Hello, grade 10s. Yes, who am I talking to? I'm talking to you. So, who are you? Okay, now that we've got that settled, we know who we are, these existential questions. What section are we busy? What section of work are we on at the moment? Okay, so we've placed ourselves. We're doing trigonometry and we know who we are. Cool, good start. Now, we're going through one example here. This example, which is solving for theta of cos theta equals 0, 4. Okay, so how many solutions do you think there are going to be for this equation? It's probably a trick question because if we just look at this equation, there are infinitely many solutions. But we know that theta is definitely an angle between 0 and 360. That's given to us. So, given that information, how many solutions do we definitely have? Okay, we definitely only have two solutions, and we definitely have more than one. We've got two solutions. Now, I'm going to draw a Cartesian plane. Okay, there's my Cartesian plane, but the big question is, have you drawn your Cartesian plane? Okay, there was only one right answer there, because you should just draw it quickly, and then you can say yes. Okay, now, I need to figure out a way of figuring out things. Cos theta here is cos theta given to us. Is it positive or is it negative? Okay, it's positive. It's given here. It says plus 0, 4. So it's positive. What would be a good way to figure out in which quadrant we're working in? Okay, I pretty much gave that to you, didn't you? I mean, cast or, take a wild guess. Definitely going to be cast diagram. So let's draw that cast in. Now, in which quadrant are all our trig functions positive? Okay, they're in the first quadrant. Therefore, we know we can draw our CAST, and I'll draw it in here, and then say, have you got your cast diagram down? Again, yes, we must do it. So we got all of these things. We must know what's going on here because we've got our nice diagram that's built up. Okay, so in which quadrants is cos positive? Okay, hopefully I'm guessing here that you at least said that cos is positive over here because all our trig functions are, and the other quadrant is here because of our C. We're definitely not working here and we're not working here. Okay, so what nice pretty shape related to trigonometry can I draw in this first quadrant to start us off? Well, I mean, it could be a very wonky square, but I'm going to draw a triangle in here. So we've got a triangle to say we're working in this quadrant, we're given a point that is xy, and I know that we've got some sort of angle. Let's go for already here to go. This angle is theta. We know that this is going to be one of our solutions. So if cos theta is 0, 4, how are we going to determine what theta is in the first quadrant, what we're going to call our reference angle? How do we determine what theta is? Okay, yes, and I agree. Let's do that kind of non-mathematical thing of shift cos. So we're going to go shift cos of 0, 4, and it gives us that theta, or our reference angle. Let's call it, we know that it's theta, so I'm just going to call it theta, but our reference angle is shift cos 0, 4 equals, is that what you got as well? 66. And I'm going to go to no decimal places. Let's just keep life simple and go 66 degrees. And we are working in that quadrant, so this is one of our values of theta. Now, just to recap, which other quadrant are we working in? 1, 2, 3, or 4. In quadrant 4, here it is, we ticked it. C down here, cos is positive, so we're working down here. So let's draw our other triangle, and for each of these, I really do want you to draw this triangle so we can keep this visual idea of what's going on. We're not just trying to memorize 360 minuses and 180 pluses and minuses. If we drew a triangle in down here, right angle triangle, then this big angle out here would be our second solution. So our other option of theta, because there are two values of theta. So, or theta is going to be we've got this value here is 66 degrees. So I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to rub it here somewhere and say that angle is, let's squeeze in here and say that's 66. Well, if that's 66 and these two triangles are the same, what is this angle here? What is the value of that angle that I've put the dot at? Must also be 66. So if that's 66, what is a full revolution? How many degrees is a full revolution? 360. So if it's 360 and this bit is 66, then what is the value, our second value of theta? Okay, cool. Hopefully you got an idea there, and if you didn't, how are we going to work it out? Well, a full revolution was 360, so we can just subtract that 66 over there to get this big reflex angle going on the outside, and 360 minus 66, I don't feel like working that out, and it's going to give me 294, and that's our second last question, because the last question of today is, how are you feeling? Feeling good? Right, me too, or maybe not, maybe we're disagreeing. So from here, please just work through these next examples. Don't worry about the exercise yet. Work through the next examples, and I'll put solutions up in this PDF. Not necessarily going to do an Edpuzzle for each of them, unless a few of you say that was actually a really useful thing to do, then I'm happy to make more of them, but I'm not going to make for every single question unless you're really desperate and saying, yes, I definitely want one for that because it keeps me entertained and I don't fall asleep, or for whatever reason. Okay, enjoy. Goodbye.